Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow-melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Live Day is back. Join us November 18th at Snoqualmie Casino. And you know what Live Day is all about. The entire thing is live. The commercials, the sound effects, the music. There's nothing pre-recorded. It's all live, baby.
Oh, we just got a text message from someone today. I just got my tickets for Live Day, you guys. I've been wanting to go for years. I just never had a chance. And what a great year to pick, because this is our first and only way to celebrate the 50-year anniversary of KISW, because, you know, when we first started celebrating it, the world shut down. So now we can finally have a party right at the end of the year, just in time.
Yeah, and that's the theme. Our 50th anniversary, the golden anniversary, and of course we started back in 71. So it's solid gold 70s, baby. And tickets are on sale right now. You can choose from a variety of ticket options and come see us do it live. If you want more information, you know where to go. KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and it's Tuesday, so let's turn down for turtles.
Ride the turtle.
So we were turning down for tentacles.
We can turn down for tentacles as well. I love that idea. Let's do that from now on forever.
See, that's the thing is I still want to do that, but I gotta troll BJ a little bit. So like, we
gotta choose, Steve. It's either turn down for turtles or turn down for tentacles.
Turtles and tentacles.
both. If we're gonna choose, then I'll audible it over to the tentacles.
Woo,
but you know, the Ride the Turtle shirt's still available.
Yep. Yeah,
but
sure,
the hockey inspired hockey inspired tentacle shirt is up there as
looks
well.
Awesome. We just got them here in house, and they look pretty dang sweet.
Yeah, I know what I'm wearing.
Oh, we
for
got
Thursday.
them in house. You said, huh?
I mean,
yeah, I got
a limited amount.
I mean, did we miscount?
Yeah, Vicky. Let's get that done. Okay.
Okay.
What size are you? I don't know if we got that size.
Yeah, we got
We don't
large.
have that size
We have
anymore.
large.
No,
There's
we
always
don't.
large. Believe
No,
me.
we
For some
don't.
reason, we ran out of large. It's really
you don't
awkward.
run out of
No,
large.
we don't.
Large is
Yeah.
the average size for every human being. You get large.
Yeah, we had extra medium, which I took that
Yes.
only one.
Extra medium.
And it looks great on you.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take the extra medium then.
Thanks for keeping up there, Danny. Let's get to our contestant. We've got Steven in Mount Lake Terrace.
Oh, it's stone and thought. Just like, why did I call it extra small? Wouldn't that be a bigger version of small? Since extra large is a bigger version of large?
Because it goes backwards?
It's the other way around.
Like when it's small, it goes...
I know, but that's a stoner thing to worry about.
It is. Shouldn't it be smaller small?
Right. Why would you want it to be...
All right, pass the joint over
Well, now
here.
you're asking, now, what about Biggie Smalls? What was that about?
Biggie
honestly.
Smalls?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, there's a lot of questions.
Steven, are you there?
Yeah, man.
Excellent. Not you, man. You get out of here. For those playing at home, Steven in Mount Lake Terrace has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Steven, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Hello, Steven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which year of the early 2000s did Evanescence release their debut studio album?
2007.
No.
6.
No.
5.
No. Principal Skinner is a character from what animated sitcom?
Simpsons.
Yes. Which animal has... Good God. Which animal...
What is wrong with your phone?
Which animal has 3 hearts, blue blood, and 9 brains?
Octopus.
Yes. Who played the role of the Grinch in the 2000 film How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Jim Carrey.
Stop reading to your phone.
Which planet in the solar system reaches the coldest temperatures?
Pluto.
No.
Jupiter.
No.
Neptune.
Yes. Verde is Spanish for what color?
Orange.
No.
Green.
Yes. Who co-starred with Vince Vaughn in the 96 movie Swingers?
Owen Wilson.
No.
Swingers. Pass.
Which the last remaining Blockbuster store is located in which U.S. state?
Oregon.
Yes. Which mode of personal transportation was invented in 1817?
Cars.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct.
All righty then.
I'm glad
There
you
go.
stopped breathing into your phone there, Steven.
Oh, I got my headset on. I'm at work.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was, and you can just
Yeah.
calm him down because I don't want to deal with that anymore.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Man, technology has not come very far when it comes to certain things.
Yeah, if they could somehow turn the Vader function off so that we don't hear the breathing, that'd be great.
Vader mode activated. Dude, he just breathed a lot into his microphone. It was driving me insane.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Which year of the early 2000s did Evanescence release their debut studio album?
What was it? Year of
Early 2000s.
2003.
Yes. Principal Skinner is a character from what animated sitcom?
The Simpsons.
Yes. Which animal has 3 hearts, blue blood, and 9 brains?
A bat.
No.
3 hearts. An elephant?
No.
A giraffe.
No. Who played the role of the Grinch in the 2000 film?
Jim Carrey.
Yes. Which planet in the solar system reaches the coldest temperatures?
That would be Uranus, right?
No.
Jupiter.
No.
Saturn.
No.
Yeah.
Verde is...
Mars?
No. Verde is Spanish for what color?
Green.
Yes. Who co-starred with
Verde.
Vince Vaughn in the 96 movie Swingers?
Owen Wilson?
No.
Swingers. I can see it, but I can't. Dang it. Will Ferrell.
No.
George Costanza.
No. The last remaining Blockbuster store is located in which U.S. state?
Alaska.
No.
Oh, Oregon.
Yes. Which mode of personal transportation was invented in 1817?
A bicycle.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a tie!
Yay! What a day.
Yeah.
Good job, Steven. Yeah, there you go.
Both Steve's tied, so that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah. He did know.
What the hell does that sound?
It was he
he's
was
working.
working.
Work.
He got a headset on,
Yeah.
so it's either work sounds, him mouth breathing, or whatever.
Does he work on everything that he's doing? Is he a windmill or something?
Probably works in
that's
fabrication or something like
That's
that.
it.
Some
He's a
giant
windmill.
machine. He did know though the animal that has 3 hearts, blue blood, and 9 brains. What's all on all of her brains right now?
Kraken.
Yeah,
octopus.
so it's an octopus.
Dang it. Makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
He also knew that Neptune was the planet in our solar system that reaches the coldest temperatures.
Oh.
And nobody knew who co-starred with Vince Vaughn in Swingers.
That's the Seattle movie, right?
No.
That's
That's the movie where they go to Vegas.
Singles you're thinking of.
Yeah,
Oh, Singles. Yeah, that's why I couldn't
Yeah.
think of who it was, because I was like, I didn't even know Vince Vaughn was in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Swingers.
Yeah, John. Sorry, I just gave it away right there.
Yeah, who is it?
John
Voight?
Favreau.
Oh.
You had
Oh,
no
yeah,
idea.
that's
you had
right.
no idea, Steve. John Voight.
John Favreau was, wow,
Yeah.
I remember that movie now.
Yeah,
Wow.
I can picture it.
He's
now.
playing a heartbroken loser, and Vince Vaughn
Yeah.
takes him to Vegas to have a good time. Hilarity ensues.
I need to
Yeah.
go back and watch that one. I wonder if it holds up.
I have to think that it wouldn't, but I mean, most mid-'90s shows and movies are kind of weird now, so good luck with that. Congratulations on your tie to both Steves.
Thank you.
Also, I want to quickly thank our buddy Crash on Facebook, because
Crash.
earlier we were talking about Christopher Walken and the roles he turned down, and he was going to start a movie that called Love Story, but it was Ryan O'Neal that got it, and we're all like, who the hell is Ryan O'Neal? And Steve, as it turns out, Crash says Ryan O'Neal is partly responsible for the name of your child.
Tatum.
So yeah, because his daughter is Tatum O'Neal.
Oh,
and they both starred in a movie called Paper Moon. So there was a father-daughter movie, and then she went on to do Bad News Bears.
Right, and that had nothing to do with the naming of our child. That only had to do with me quickly accepting that name and wanting it to be the name of our child. My wife just out of the blue was just like, hey, I heard this name Tatum, what do you think of that name? And I instantly thought Tatum O'Neal, and I was like, yes, absolutely, Bad News Bears.
So there you go. Ryan made it okay for you to accept that name?
Yes, 100%. Like, otherwise, I would have probably still been down with it, because it was like that was the first name suggestion that my wife came up with for Tatum.
Yeah.
There was a couple other ones. I was like, that's trash. No.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, let's just go with the first one. That's the best one.
Look at this.
Yep.
If it's good enough for Ryan O'Neal, it's good enough for Steve Miggs.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Whoever that guy is.
Yeah, he's the father of Tatum.
Yeah. We just talked about that.
He's the guy that named his kid the same name that you named your kid. You guys have that in common.
Oh, we could go have a beer and celebrate it.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, he was kind of a successful actor, too. So, he did okay for himself, that Ryan kid. Speaking of old people, how about Linda Carter's back in the news? If you remember, she actually showed up in the post-credit scenes of Wonder Woman 1984, the only part of the movie I liked. And, of course, she is the original Wonder Woman from that show back, was it the 80s?
70s and 80s, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It was like late 70s going into the 80s?
Yeah, it's around that time, Steve. You wouldn't be wrong if it was late 70s or early 80s. It was that time.
If it happened in the 70s, didn't she have a golden lasso?
Yeah.
Someone could be Wonder Woman at Live Day.
Ooh, because it's golden.
And she had the golden wristbands.
Yeah.
The bracelets.
Well, and then she definitely has a different outfit that she wears as opposed to what Gal Gadot wears. So you'd have to, it's a rather,
and Wonder Woman was 75 to 79, that perfect area
so
for that.
It was the late 70s. Wow. She's coming back, dude. So, she was in the post-credit scene for, Wonder Woman 84, and people were like, well, that's kind of cool. And she is going to be in the next movie, and Linda Carter's like, man, who would have thought this in my life at this time in my life, that this gift would just present itself to me, and that's so cool. And she says, that's what I'm hoping for all the fans of Wonder Woman, to know that your life is full of surprises, and the Wonder Woman in you is alive and well. She turned 70 years old this summer, and she looks terrific for 70. I mean, I think some people would say she looks younger than I do. Well, actually, everybody does.
Yeah, hearing her talk, it's like it makes you start to go, almost play a game. Is the thing you're reading coming from someone who's stoned or old? Because old people have great wisdom, like her.
Yeah.
And stoner people would say something like that as well, like what she just said. I was saying that she's stoned, but it's funny how sometimes you have these stoner revelations that are really just old people revelations.
I feel like when you're old, they're just too rough to take. It just feels like it. Maybe you guys can back it up if you know old people. You either take the road of you are crabby and can't wait to die and you're miserable and all you're doing is quoting all the bad stuff in the news, or you're like Linda Carter and you just sound like this wise, old, wonderful person who just has good things to say all the time. I don't see too much middle ground with old people.
You're so dead on that. I think about some of the old people I know, and there's a good number of them that are just crabby and waiting to die. They're just bitching and bitching. And I get it. You're in pain. Certain things are going on in your life. You're a shell of what you once were, and that does suck. And I got to imagine that's tough when, it's a pain in the ass to get out of bed or walk around. But it's just oh my gosh, man. This is painful just to call you and say hi, some of my family members.
Yeah.
And then others are kind of have that outlook of yeah, man, I can't, nothing's really working the way it used to, but I had a great life. Yeah. I kind of hope that's where I'm going to be.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. Look, ever since I hit the big 6-0, I'm okay. I got to prepare. What kind of old man am I going to be? I got time to prepare, and I don't want to be. I actually probably was the miserable young guy, so it'd be kind of fun to flip the switch and the script and see how that would be to be like the happy old.
To be a pleasant old man.
Yeah, I feel like that would be kind of fun to try, and people would actually want me to come to parties, and they would actually be nice to me.
And then you're just smiling, why are you smiling? Well, he just crapped his pants, and it's okay.
Yeah, see,
he's not even complaining about it or anything.
Yeah.
He's just fine with it.
That's what I'm looking forward to, is that zero F's given. And if I get to that place, why wouldn't I be happy? Whatever I was worried about in my 30s and my 40s and my 50s, by the time I hit late 60s, 70s, I hope I'm at the place man, dude, are you serious? Who cares? Have a good time in this moment, man.
Well, I have some family members that would give me a hard time, what? look at you doing, you're playing hockey and the music and the wrestling. Like, you're not going to be able to, like, walk fine. Like, you're going to struggle getting around when you're, like, 80. And I'm like, yeah, you're 80 and you have a struggle walking. And all you did in your life when you were in your 40s was sit on the couch and watch television. So, I mean, at least I have a better story to share of why I'm hobbling around at 80 as opposed to you. Like, there's no excuse for you if that based on your logic.
Yeah,
like everyone when it gets old is going to have a hard time walking, so I might as well have fun while I'm old enough, while I'm at a point in my life where I still can.
You know, it's an interesting perspective because, you know, I mean, you've been pretty safe about what you do. It's not like you're unsafe. And all you've been doing basically is become more active, which usually leads to being more active and more mobile when you're older. So I'm not sure what doctors they're talking to, but I feel like you're on the right path to actually be in a lot better shape than they are.
It's an old school, I think, vibe from them in the sense of like, okay, when you hit 40, it's time to start dying. Like, I really think that's kind of their mentality.
Wow, at 40?
Yes.
Damn.
Well, I think about when I grew up, I don't know about you guys, when I was a kid, when my family members were in their 40s, they were old.
That's true.
They acted old. They did old things. They didn't really get around. They weren't like living life. Like, they just seemed miserable. And I don't feel like a lot of people are like that nowadays. I don't know, like, there probably are some, but like the people in my life that are in their 40s or 50s are still doing the things that they love to do.
Oh, dude, yeah, 40. I mean, look, you're a perfect example. I mean, mid-40s is not what it used to be. Mid-40s is probably now mid-30s. You know what I mean?
It feels that way for a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah. There's the stuff that you're doing now, you're right. You know, when I was growing up, there was nobody that I knew that was your age doing what you're doing. They were basically going, well, we got to buy me a lazy boy because pretty much got to get worried, you know, this is where I'm going to die. So let me be dying in a comfortable chair.
Truer words have never been spoken. A lot of people in my family had lazy boys.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what it was.
That was the dad chair for everybody. Like, anyone, like, you go to your aunt's house, your cousin's house, whoever was the head of the household, the dad was in a lazy boy.
Yeah, I don't want that to be me either. You know, I want to be like, I just want to be that wise old guy that people come up and go, hey man, you know, and you got nothing but good things to say to people. Even if you know they're idiots, you still say good things to try to motivate them. You know what I mean? Right. I want to be that guy. Well, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. Speaking of motivating people or speaking of idiots, you take that however you want. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about. Do you want to be an idiot? Do you want to be a motivator? Hey, it's your call. And we'll take your call at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It is Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Spartan Plumbing. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And when we put you on the radio, make sure you follow Steve's rule.
Yeah, show some energy and breathe heavily into the microphone.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
right? No, just bring it.
No Darth Vader, please.
Or we'll have to gong you.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Chris in Kent. Chris, you are on The Rock.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Chris? What you got for us, buddy?
Earlier, you were talking about you couldn't believe what a coworker did.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. How about you, man? Where were you? What were you doing?
I was in basic training, and one of the other people that were training with us took a number 2 in the drill sergeant's urinal of the Porta-John.
Oh. Wait. So this was basic training, and one of the basics basically went, and I know what you're talking about, the urinal part of the porta potty, which then feeds into the part where you go sit down and do number 2. He basically did like a sort of porta potty upper decker. Is that what he did?
Pretty much. I mean, he did it in like every training exercise we went to. He did it where it always said males, but for some reason the drill sergeant's one wasn't labeled this time, so he made the mistake of going in the wrong one.
All right, I want to be clear. So he used the officer's porta potty, but he also took a dump in the urinal part, not where you're supposed to.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Wow, so this guy is an idiot on multiple levels. I mean, yeah. I mean, what does he think is going to happen in basic once he's discovered? Do you know what happened? Like, especially since they probably all said, I mean, if he's doing it in all those other places and someone's going, who is taking a dump in the urinal part of the porta potty?
What if he never knew that was the wrong way to do it? What if that's how he was brought up?
Wow.
Well,
his parents then should be sent to Moron Island, I guess.
I mean, we noticed it everywhere else, every training exercise we went to. So, I mean, between all of us, we thought it was funny. We didn't know who it was exactly. So when it happened at this last one, it was an overnight one. And so because nobody would fess up, it's one of those, if, you're not going to put yourself in trouble, everybody's going to get in trouble kind of thing. And so everybody had to take our weapons, our M16s, and do a 360-degree, what do you want to call it? Like we had to monitor the latrines.
Oh, really?
Nobody would go into, yeah. So every 15 minutes we get woken up. And the next group does it, and then the next group does it.
Did you ever find out who did it?
We had an idea who it was, but no, we couldn't get it out of anybody.
Oh, man. I don't know. That's an interesting thing with the military because that's how it works. I mean, it's, they want to teach you that your actions affect everybody. Therefore, everyone is going to be affected by everything that's done during basic. I get that. I feel like if I really understand the military, I should have fessed up. I think that would have made me at least, been trustworthy. Would you think that's the case? Or, especially with that guy you suspected, would you have wanted him to fess up?
I mean, at the time I wanted to. Now I just think it's really funny. And if, he's probably smarter for not fessing up.
Yeah, there is that. But
maybe he's on to something. It's kind of like a squatty potty. But it's like, hey, have you guys ever tried pooping partially standing up? And if you haven't, you should try it because it's a lot better on your butt.
Hadn't thought about that. That's a good point.
We all just assume he's just being a jerk. It could have just been done for necessity.
Oh, dude. But, the only thing that keeps that from being the most heinous smelling thing in the world is that blue water somehow can sort of stop that from being as horrible as because it looks horrible when you go, all right, I got to go to the bathroom, and you pick up that seat in the porta potty and you just get to see the dregs of humanity when you go, wow.
Dude, I always just anticipate, I'm already mentally prepared that when I step into a porta potty, it's going to be a disaster. Oh, yeah. That way, at least, you walk in and it's like a relatively new one or never been used, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is like someone just upgraded me to a penthouse suite at a hotel. You know what I mean? Like the seat's clean, everything's nice, there's nothing inside of it. But I just expect that I'm walking in there and there's going to be barely anywhere to stand. It's going to be like a crime scene.
And it's probably going to be sticky.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of traumatizing seeing a human byproduct in a place where it's not supposed to be.
Totally.
Yeah, it's not just a you thing.
But going into a porta potty, I just assume it could be anywhere.
Oh, good. See,
call.
for you,
Okay.
Wow. I've been lucky. I mean, it's been where it's supposed to be every time. The only time I've seen it was I was in a building recently, and I walked down these stairs, and there it was on one of the landings of the building of the stairs. Was like, I don't think that dog did that. I think that's Jimmy the stair pooper.
Yeah, because there's been times when I go into a porta potty where I'm like, clearly this person was trying to hover over the seat and did not have very good aim.
Oh no!
And you're just like, all right, there we go. I'm not going anywhere near that one.
Yeah,
I have to go number one.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's get off that topic.
I think it's a good idea.
Someone has a hockey question for us.
Hey, big game tonight because we got to try to bounce back from what happened yesterday.
Yeah, I think if they walk out of tonight's game with a win, if they beat New Jersey and they end up with 2 wins and 1 overtime loss, so that would be 5 points on a 5-game road swing, I'd be pretty happy with that to start the season.
Yeah,
I think they were dealt a bad hand in the sense that they had to start their season on the road because Climate Pledge wasn't fully done and just how this. But I think the Islanders had it even worse. I think they have like a 12 or 11 games they have to be on the road because of their arena situation. But
oh wow!
Someone has a question about hockey, saying, "I have no idea if you're going to get this, guys," but it's from Nick, and he says, "What's your opinion on someone making a custom jersey with their name but using number 99?" I made a post on this earlier on Facebook, and people are split damn near down the middle. I wrote him back because I was like, hey, I'm an old school guy but I'm not like, do whatever the hell you want, obviously. If that makes you happy, go ahead. But as an old school hockey fan, I cringe if I see anybody rocking number 99, even in like beer league, anywhere, unless it says Gretzky on the back, because that was Wayne Gretzky's number.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you do not touch number 99.
I was like, what's wrong with number 99?
I know, right? It's like one of those like universally you do not touch with because that's the great one's number. Like that's just a number. Like you'll never see a player rocking 99 out there on the ice. I think it's weird when I see men's league players because that's like typically it's like the worst player too because they don't know. But I'm like, man, you're rocking 99. You better be able to play like 99. Also, I even told him like I feel like the same about number 66 because of Mario Lemieux, also considered one of the greatest players. You don't see anybody rocking number 66 in the league either, and I think a big part of that is out of respect to Mario Lemieux and how great he was.
I don't think other sports do that.
No, I mean, I know, like with Jackie Robinson, obviously there are teams where you can't wear number 24.
Or
42. Sorry.
But see, the MLB retired that number for every team. They went out and made that specific thing. But Steve, a lot of players when they come up, they pick the number of who they thought was the greatest, and it was like an honoring to that person. At least in baseball, and I think they do it in football as well. So it's odd that in hockey, if you do it, the intention for the other sports is to be like honoring the great one that came along. That's what 42, 24, those numbers are used for that reason. And I think 24 is big in baseball because, well, it was an inverse of 42 for Jackie Robinson. And a lot of players, well, they couldn't be 42, so they were 24 instead.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, and yet in hockey, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's why Lemieux picked 66, to be honest with you, because it's a flip of 99. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what he was thinking.
And I mean, some people, it also number 9 because of Gordie Howe, and that's why Gretzky was 99.
Yeah, isn't that?
It's a weird thing, but there's obviously a lot of people who rock number 9. It's not as crazy as like 99 or 66, but yeah, I think it's strictly out of respect to that guy. Like nobody else deserves to have that number on the back of their jersey, so we do not even wear it.
That's an interesting
kind of a cool
way to
thing.
go.
Yeah.
I mean, when they retire a number, you get it. Then you never wear it because the number's retired, but that's what the team does. But both are cool, but they're both like completely opposite, actions in honor, again, out of respect. Interesting.
And it's not like, because some people are like, oh, this player's number's retired. No, this is just league wide, not just for people who play on the Oilers or the Kings or the Blues or the Rangers, because Gretzky played on a few teams towards the end of his career, but it's across the entire league. And with Mario Lemieux, he only played with the Penguins, but nobody wears number 66 outside of even the Penguins.
Yeah, that's really wild. So 99 and 66, as far as you know, the only numbers that aren't repeated by anybody else in the NHL?
That I know of offhand. I mean, there might be others, but I can't think of any. I mean, you don't see it really many people wearing 87, which is kind of funny because of Sidney Crosby, but it's just, it's a weird thing. Numbers are such a funny thing with each sport. Like everyone's got their own superstitions and their own unwritten rules. And that seems to be one of them with hockey is that you do not mess with the great one.
Well, I'm glad for that text because I would never have known that was a thing. I mean, I didn't even notice that I didn't see a lot of 99s. I just, never knew because other sports that I know of don't do it that way. So that's actually cool info.
I do like this question. Why are hockey tickets so expensive? Is it because they're a new team? I like to go see them play the Sharks. And it's usually $50 a ticket in San Jose, but instead it's $200 at Climate. Yes, dude, like today I just had a curiosity went and said, what if I was in New Jersey? Could I see the Kraken play the New Jersey Devils? Yeah, for $21 I could.
Are you serious?
Same seats that would cost me $180 face value if I went to a Climate Pledge.
Well, it's like now you could go into a Krispy Kreme and there's no line and you can get there pretty quickly and get it done. But when it first got here, you had to wait in line.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Nashville, same thing. Like that tickets to go see them when the Kraken were there were like $50 for a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while until the ticket prices are low. I don't know if they ever will go down because it's just Seattle's a different kind of city in that sense. Like people spend a lot of money. It's a lot of tech.com people that are buying these things, and they kind of sadly phase out the rest of us that maybe can't afford a $200 ticket all the time.
Oh, you can go see the Mariners.
That is true. Not right now.
Yeah, you can't right now.
Oh well, you listen. I don't know what the rules are when they're not playing.
If you're paying $20 for a Mariners ticket right now, I hate to tell you something, but
yeah, that's a good price though. I mean, I get to see any seat that I want.
Cheap Mariners playoffs tickets. Yeah. Oh, how about that?
Go Mariners! It is listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got more of your calls, more of your texts at 9:33 on the Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on the Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Again, a lot of people questioning, are we going? Any of us going to the Foo Fighters concert tonight? I don't think anyone on the show is.
Not me,
It's a little
sir.
too hefty of a ticket price for me.
Yeah, I didn't win the lotto, so no, I won't.
I had them in my cart when they went on sale, and I was like, it's a Tuesday, and that's really expensive. So
It's like $100-something a ticket.
yeah, and after fees, it would round up to about almost $300 for like 2 tickets, and it's like, And it's not that I fully support them.
No, you hate Dave Grohl.
I do.
You hate charity.
No, yeah,
always hate
Just admit
charity
it.
and the Dave Grohl, yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
You think he's the worst person in the world?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Danny hasn't been, basically canceled because of this.
I'm starting it. Cancel Danny on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
Just Twitter. Though. He's cool on Instagram.
I'm gonna cancel him on Vine.
That's gonna be. I can't wait to hear some people's feedback though on the show. I know a few Rockaholics are going, and it's kind of like a weird show because some people are like, I didn't even know this show's happening. So it's like it's a charity show, and I feel like the only way you can get tickets is through like their database or their fan club or something.
They sent out an email through their fan club newsletter, and then you got that, and then I thought that it was just that was the pre-sale. But then now, even if you go on Ticketmaster and type in Foo Fighters, you can't find the concert. So I had to go back through my email, find the thing, and then you have to have the code to go on and buy tickets.
Oh, okay.
But it's all pretty much all sold out.
Wow. Two things are happening. Obviously, you get to see a show, but then the first show with the new joint, that's going to be on display too.
Yeah, you get to see what it's like as a concert venue before anything. And then Friday's the Coldplay show, and then everything starts with the Kraken on Saturday at the Climate Pledge Arena, which will be a lot of fun.
I just wish they were doing another Foo Fighters pop-up. Like they did last time before they played.
That was awesome.
When it was Safe Cofield, they played, and then they did the pop-up that Vicky, you, and Taryn, everyone went to, and it was at Sea Pine Brewery downtown.
They had a Foo Fighters beer.
Yeah.
And they also had a T-shirt pop-up stand, so you could go buy their T-shirts and not have to worry about getting them later on.
That was so awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Well, I heard that Dave Grohl is also going to be announced as the official mascot for the Seattle Kraken.
Oh!
It's him and Cuddles.
Okay, Cuddles, yeah. Cuddles
He is Cuddles.
Yeah. I love this plan.
I feel appreciate there's so many people still on Twitter losing their minds thinking that the Seattle Kraken's mascot is actually named Cuddles, and the mascot that we saw, Gritty, in last night's game, unveil. Apparently that's the thing he does during the games. He messes with an opposing team guy in a jersey. They have a little segment where he throws a pie in the face of someone who's from the opposing team. And so for last night it was Cuddles, the official mascot, not so official, of the Seattle Kraken. And it's some guy or a girl in a terrible octopus costume with the Kraken logo.
Squidward almost.
It's so great.
It really, really annoyed me. But the fact that he does that for every team and just makes fun of them, I'm down with Gritty being a little bit of a troll there. I'm okay with that. But people who actually believe that, that's what gets me now. It's like, look at how bad that is. There's no way that can be real.
It's a real good IQ test when someone believes that that's actually the mascot for Seattle.
Yeah, and that's how it's going to be revealed. They're going to reveal it that way.
At an opposing team's game.
Yeah, that's how we're going to make the big reveal of our mascot. And it's totally Philadelphia. I mean, there's just, Philly is just gritty. They don't care. They're in your face. And, it's funny on the East Coast. New York, such a negative opinion of Philadelphians. Those guys they're classless.
And Gritty is the perfect. I honestly believe Gritty is the best mascot in all of sports. And I know it's a hot take.
Yeah.
I know
some people are going to argue about that,
sports.
but I don't. I've never been more entertained by a mascot than Gritty.
I'd have to let Ted Smith come up and argue with you on this because he's the mascot expert. I'm not. So
yeah, I can't remember who he gave me his Mount Rushmore on. I think it was the last episode of the Megacast but Gritty wasn't on there. He had the Philly Fanatic. He had the San Diego Chicken.
Nice, that's my favorite.
And he had a couple others I can't remember offhand. That were more recent, but Gritty was not on his Mount Rushmore.
At some point, Gritty's going to have to make it, though. I mean, I get why the Fanatic and the Chicken. I get that. Those guys set the tone. They basically made the mascot something, more than what a mascot was. But at some point, I think Gritty's going to deserve to be on there.
I would hope. He's the GOAT, if you ask me. It's Gritty the GOAT.
Well, I mean, we really don't know what he is, so I guess he could be a GOAT.
So I said you guys should be pumping the T-Birds right now. And the silver tips, because, we talk about how expensive ticket prices are for the hockey. And that's why I always argued when people are like, what's this going to do to the junior hockey teams around here? I'm like, it's actually going to probably sell more tickets because not everybody can afford a ticket to a Kraken game, but can afford a very affordable ticket to either seeing the T-Birds or the silver tips in Everett. Because if you want to bring your kids who now all of a sudden are interested in hockey and want to see a live hockey game, trying to spring a ticket to go see the Kraken is going to really put a dent in the wallet. But, going to see the tips for like $20-$30 a ticket or the T-Birds is a great deal. And it's super family oriented. They do a great job at both of those venues.
And there's no guarantee, of course, unlike perhaps, if you go, you go to Cheney and you get to see like the Rainiers or you get to see the Aqua Sox. There's no guarantee those guys will be on your team, but there's a chance that somebody you see on the tip, somebody you see now, on the T-Birds might actually get to the Kraken someday.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
it's Flyers.
But also on the Flyers because their goalie was from Everett. It's kind of a pain in the butt to see that.
That's the different thing, about seeing the tips and the T-Birds. They're not exactly the minor league affiliate of the Kraken, but that doesn't mean you might not see those guys in a Kraken jersey one day.
Well, at least seeing future hockey players, future NHLers. I'm sure a lot of people, even this texter said, hey, I got to see Matthew Barzal play with the T-Birds, and now he's like one of the better players. He's one of the top players for the Islanders.
Arguably, Steve, I would say that, that is the one thing about, below NHL level hockey is you are getting to see a lot of up and comers. Unless you're at AA baseball. I hear in baseball, AA is where you really get to see some of the future stars now. And, they get a cup of coffee in the AAA, or sometimes if they're in single A, they never really stay. They're never either. They're really bad and never go anywhere. So to be able to, go to Kent and go to Everett and see NHLers, you're seeing some future NHLers is a pretty cool thing.
Someone brought up a good one, and this one actually made the Ted Smith's Mount Rushmore of mascots. I remember now when they mentioned it. It's the Phoenix Suns Gorilla. He needs a spot on the mascot Hall of Fame.
I don't know much about Gorilla. What is he? Is he really good?
He's kind of like Squatch from the Sonics. Remember, like doing crazy stuff in the venue. Like he'll do some pretty bonkers stuff out there on the court. I got to see him live Super Bowl weekend when the Seahawks took on the Patriots in Arizona. We went to a Suns game with Craig Gass got us the tickets, which was awesome. And watching the mascot for the Suns was pretty awesome.
Oh, okay. And
he went to a flying flaming ring and slam dunks a ball, BJ.
That's pretty amazing. Okay.
It's the Gorilla.
Ring. Yeah, the sun. I get the flaming ring now. I was like, why are they doing? Oh, the Phoenix Suns. Okay. Yeah. That's why they have a flaming ring. Okay. You know what? I thought they just trying to torture this poor bastard, but no.
Isn't that what mascots are for?
Yeah, it's on brand. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And again, the Kraken are, 4 o'clock today, Steve, on Root Sports?
4 o'clock, Root Sports, the final game on the road before they bring it back home to Climate Pleasure Arena this Saturday against the Vancouver Canucks.
You pick the topic. You guide the show.
Someone said, hey, Danny.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
That's it. Next text.
Hi, Danny.
I just wrote Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, and I thought of you, my man. Hope all is well with the foot, and have a great weekend from Cam, the Wings fan.
Yeah. That's the best ride in the entire world. Plus,
debatable.
Oh, well, okay. I have it tattooed on me, so I have to say that. No.
I have a question for Danny, only because I recently traveled, and I know that Danny's going to recently travel to go see his kid. Danny, how are you doing it? Are you going to bring the wheelie machine? Or are you going to crutch it? How are you going to get on that plane and do what you do?
No, luckily I'm at the point now where the doctor cleared me to where I can put pressure on my foot without having to use crutches or the rolly. I still have to wear my boot, so I'll be booting it all the way to Massachusetts. But
I've seen people do that. Yeah.
And someone said they saw you in Bremerton skateboarding on your
with my boot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boot skateboarding's impressive.
Ever since we talked about that TV reporter who I realized that skateboards, I had to realize that I had to step up my game. So I
see what you did there.
Get it back out there. Yeah.
Step up.
You're welcome.
Boy, he's clever, that kid.
Yeah.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
All right, someone wants us to choose something for the rest of our life. You can only pick one.
All right.
Pie, candy, cookies, cake, or ice cream.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Cookies.
I'm going to go with cake.
Oh, cake?
I'm going ice cream.
Cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah, I love cookies.
Vicky, are you going to go with the pie?
Cake.
Okay. No one wants pie?
No one wants pie.
I love it. Here's the problem.
No one wants candy? Did anyone say candy?
No.
This is a horrible would you rather because I like all of the things.
Well, that's
I
what
love
makes
all
it
of them.
hard.
Yeah. That's what I'm
point.
saying.
It's not going to say which would you want for the rest of your life: turds, insects, or ice cream.
I'll take turds, please.
Wow, that's still a tough one.
Yeah,
It's a tough one, though, Steve. See, even that one was a tough one.
If I pick cake, does that include ice cream cake?
No.
Okay, don't.
Well,
you know
there's
what?
cake in it.
I was just
There's
curious.
cake in
It's
the
a type
word.
of cake.
No, we're not loophole. You and the Rev are the king of loopholes.
Then they'd be like, "Can I pick pie?
we're
Can I
not
get
doing
pie
that.
a la mode?"
Oh, I said cookies.
Duh.
And they've got
Cookie
ice
sandwich.
They have cookie sandwiches,
Okay,
yeah.
you know what?
Cookie pie.
You guys are eliminated. All right, there's no loopholes. You get no loopholes. Good day, sir. You get one thing. You get cake.
I
and
just
it's not
asked.
gonna-
That's all I was doing.
Yeah,
I was
no,
just
you know what?
asking.
No, last week it was the Rev going, well, technically breakfast could have steak. I mean, no, it's all, you
Steak for
gotta
breakfast
pick it.
with
All right,
cookies.
you gotta suffer, America. Yeah, so that's why I've been just loving cake lately. So, which
Okay.
What's your cake of choice then?
you know what? I never would ever go for this, but my wife always gets me cake when I visit her. And I don't know what bakery it is, but it's a delicious red velvet cake with a white frosting.
Nice. Red
And it's-
velvet the goat.
And it's not a cream cheese frosting, I don't think either. Yeah, that's what really surprises me. If it is, it's the best cream cheese frosting I've ever had, but I don't feel like it's the normal cream cheese. But that's my goat, and I'm like, that's the first thing that hit my head was like, well, I want that red velvet cake next time I go see my wife. So, and she always gets it, so I'm gonna have to pick that, I guess. So that's where I'm going. I do like cookies. I like everything. I like all of it.
Oh yeah, I have no issues with any of those, but I can never give up ice cream. I can eat
I don't
ice
think
cream.
you-
I
I
actually
think
do have a
Danny's-
spoon of ice cream every day. So I mean,
so that ice cream's you?
Oh, dude, there's not even a close second.
Wow. Okay. That's amazing that there's not a close second. I have a lot of close seconds. They're all close seconds.
They're all great. None of them come anywhere near ice cream.
See, I wish it was that way for me. I mean, I'm choosing cake under duress.
I mean,
I really am. I mean, Steve is at least happy with his decision. I am happy with my decision until somebody shows me one of those Metropolitan Market cookies, and then I'm going to flip the table.
See, cake is the worst one on mine. That would be the last thing I would go with. Even like when I was a kid for my birthday, my mom would be like, "What kind of cake do you want this year?" And I'd be like, "No cake. I want a cookie cake instead." They would do like Mrs. Fields. I don't know if they had those up here, but they would do like the
we got
big.
Mrs. Fields. We know.
Yeah, they would do the big cookie cakes, and those were always my choice for the chocolate chip cookies.
Gosh, I never went to a place that had a cookie cake. Like, I was always every time I passed Mrs. Fields,
really good.
I keep, every time we would go to a kid's birthday party, I would be like, is this the place? Will these be the people that do it? Will they get the cookie cake?
They're so good.
Because my kids wouldn't do the cookie cake. They were, we always had to do the regular cake. And I tried to float that idea one time for one birthday, and I don't know if the kids shot it down or Kathy shot it down, and I've been waiting for a Mrs. Fields ever since.
I'm waiting for
Danny, you're the guy.
I'm waiting for Crumble to step it up with the cookie cake.
Whoa! Well,
can you imagine?
Some of their cookies are like cake.
I mean, fair.
Really,
but if they would make a big, like one of their
I
chocolate
need to
chip
start
cookies,
saving up for that right now. If that's the case,
Yeah.
it's like about $4 a cookie. Could you imagine what the price of a cookie cake would be?
delicious.
Oh, great. Oh my gosh, that peanut butter one with the Reese's peanut butter cups on top. Why'd you show that to me, Vicky?
Oh, that is so
Why are you looking at my computer? I just want to
There's a giant cookie right in front of me, and it's usually not That kind.
That would,
Yeah, you
that
should
would
look
make
at
a
other
great
kinda
cake. The churro cake, or the sugar cookie cake would be great.
They have a classic crispy bar, which is basically like a Rice Krispie treat, but shaped like a cookie.
Whoa, that's cool.
Okay, that's legit.
And a bubblegum cookie?
Yeah, I don't know about bubblegum. I don't know about that one.
I'd try it.
I'm trying it.
Yeah, for science.
I would try, but I feel like I don't know if I would go for the bubblegum. I'm not a
bubblegum flavored pink frosting?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think we need to try it to figure out if your opinion is right or wrong.
Good call. Look, I'm not going to argue with you. The Twix one is the sugar cookie with a Twix bar on top. Okay.
As long as it's the left Twix, otherwise.
I'm in.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I think it was confirmed. It's been confirmed. I think Kevin, one of our reporters, went out there and confirmed it's the left Twix.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so.
I'm glad that he's doing God's work.
He's doing God's work. Well, we have a big question. Now that we answered which Twix it is, here's another big question that needs to be answered. What do Ryan Castle and Kanye West have in common? You're going to find out at 9:51 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Kanye West have in common?
I'm a fan of the Northwest.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
That's
I
his
get
kid's
it.
name, huh?
Yep. Yeah, that's good
Well, I
job, buddy.
assume he's a fan.
He better be. It's his own child. You hope.
Who knows?
They both have a Kardashian sex tape, which just texted in.
Oh, that's I forgot about that.
They both like fish sticks.
Oh.
If you see
I'm not
it,
a gay
South Park.
fish.
He's just a gay fish.
All right.
Fish sticks, y'all. Both are college dropouts.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I would have had to have gone in the first place, but that would be right had I.
Yeah, all right. So it's official. Kanye West has changed his name to Y-E, pronounced Ye. He's got no legal middle name. He has no last name. He is now legally, officially just Ye on the books.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to change my name to May.
The only comment he's made about the filing was he said, it's, quote, personal reasons.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
You do you, man.
Yeah. Now, he said that, back in 2018, he said, I believe ye is the most commonly used word in the Bible, but that would be ye, like ye old whatever. So I'm not sure if he understands what that is. And
Don't try to unpack this.
yeah, yeah, you're right. I don't know what
we'll see you in a month when you change your name back.
All right, how about we unpack the 12-pack? Ryan Castle's got that next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
Livewick is going to call you in and going to say, look, I might need someone when I go on vacation, someone to sit in this chair.
No, I got the good news. I'm finally going to be a backup. I'm the backup pretzel person at the games.
Oh, woo!
I'm going to be selling
There you
pretzels
go.
if the pretzel guy can't make it.
Oh, if he can. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, someone says I could be the backup to the hot dog vendor or the backup to the jock powder boy.
They have you are
good rep. That's a big position.
All right, Steve is, people said he rocks the jock powder.
Oh, I can put the perfect amount of powder onto that jock strap.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.